Hey everybody, King Eric today. I'm just going to be showing you my Guild Wars runs. This is a quick edited version, so y'all don't have to watch too long. So Hirsch's base first. Pretty simple, straightforward sniping base. So that's the tactic I went with. Um, as you can see, he's got a lot of buildings out towards the edge of the walls, so it makes it real easy for my heroes to just get procs off and start slowly wiping out his heroes. So Pixie's gone, but still got Warlock and Ares going with Cupid, but looks like they're about to be out. So next what I'm going to do is just drop Skull Knight with Corrode, let him get some energy up. As soon as he procs and he starts going in, I wait till he gets a little bit closer and the heroes aggro on him, and then luckily they all proc and they take out the other two heroes. So Skull Knight didn't even really have to do any real work there, but it's always a good precaution to get him in and aggroed on before you drop Trentar, and then Ares and Warlock come back and proc again. So now we're just waiting on Skull Knight to clean up the base, and then we'll be on to Guild Wars run number 2. So, like I said, really pretty easy, straightforward base that Hirsch has. The only thing that would make his base a little bit more difficult would be those auto proc heroes. But now we're going on to the second one, and we'll do the High Might and Confidence, which is Mr. Ninja. So same thing, pretty straightforward. He has kind of a easy sniping base set up. Let those heroes get off, and I have my Warlock or my War God Warlock in, so that's why I dropped him before Ares. Same with Pixie with War God, so let him get a little bit of energy up before I drop Ares, and then drop Cupid to give him that last little boost, and then they get their procs off and they start really just doing some damage. As you can see, he's already wiped some of their heroes out. Beast Hammer and Skull Knight going to pick on Cupid, unfortunately. But they're not going to last too much longer. Damn Golem getting the proc off and trying to make things difficult for me. But I'll wait until that SK's special's off and done, and then I'll drop my SK. But it looks like Warlock's going to do some damage there for me, and then he's going to hopefully wipe out his remaining Beast Tamer, and he's going to get Ghoulim pretty close. But Ghoulim decides to proc again, so it's going to give SK a little bit more work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop him down at this end, wait till they get close, and then boom, drop Trentar, get them to disable their skills, and then it's just a waiting game for SK to take out his remaining heroes. So his totems aren't really going to be that big of a deal. He doesn't have any heroes out to take out the rest of my heroes. And then once again, it's just cleanup time for the heroes in SK. So there's probably a couple of different ways I could have done this base as well. As you'll see later on, probably could have gotten away with dropping Ares, Warlock, Pixie, and Cupid on the outsides, and then sending SK in and letting him just wipe out the heroes while everybody else does work on the outside buildings. But this one just worked out really easy. This is like the second or third try on his base, and I got him pretty easy. So the next one I'll go to will be the second highest might, I think in White Knights. And his was a little bit more difficult, mainly because of the structure of his base. It's just kind of a weird layout, but I used kind of a sniping tactic as well. Didn't really have too much of the buildings that I could hit on the outside, but luckily I got a good Warlock. He aggroed onto some buildings that were close by. And then Cupid's going to take out Demo Gorgon, which is kind of funny. But it's amazing that he's a really good Guild Wars offense hero, but kind of on Guild Wars defense, he's not too great in my opinion. So now what I'm going to do is send in Skull Knight, let him do his thing while everybody else, Ares disables his skill. And you're going to see him die real quick. But all I'm going to do is wait for Trentar to get some more energy up. And then he's going to bring back SK and he's going to finish the job. So normally at that point, if Skull Knight had died before and he wouldn't have been brought back by Trentar, I would have exited out and not even bothered attempting to go on. Mainly because it's stun towers and arrow towers, they can wipe out heroes, and then you're like, oh crap, what happened to my heroes? So now I'm going to do Top Might and Grinners. Um, I just sent everybody down the top, and then I waited and sent SK or sent Ares on the bottom, so that people wouldn't really mess with him, and he can do his thing. So here we go. We'll get another Ares proc, and that'll pretty much disable everybody else and leave Skull Knight to take everybody out. So on this one, it's pretty straightforward. And then of course his Golem wants to be difficult and start things. So what I'm going to do is I'll wait a little bit and then I'll drop Trentar, bring him back. Even though that happened, Skull Knight's still pretty strong at double evolved, and he got his proc off just in time to be able to finish Golem off. So there we go, and now it's just waiting for SK to wipe out the rest of the base, because Trentar and Cupid will most likely get wiped out by the arrow towers. So I have a revive crest on him, so that's what brought him back. And it looks like Skull Knight took the arrows, so they're going to stay alive for the rest of the battle. So I found that this is actually the easiest way to do the hero drops on a base like this. A lot of the other guilds and Blood Knights have bases like that. MXM, for example, has like a variation of that base, and it's kind of the easiest way to go ahead and do that is just send them all down the middle and put Ares somewhere else and just let him do his thing on his own, and then let the other heroes take everybody else out. So another relatively straightforward base. Heroes on the outside, or bases, buildings on the outside of the base, and just drop my Warlock and Pixie, let them get a little energy, drop Ares, drop Cupid, and then it's just a waiting game for them to take out the heroes. So as you can see, while it's really important to not have too many buildings near the outside walls, because the other heroes can just start taking them out. They're on the outside of the walls, and then it's just it lets your heroes get sniped really easily. See, there we go. Pixie doing some damage. So right now the only hero he has left in there is Beast Tamer, and I'm going to go ahead and now Pixie even wiped him out. So I'm just going to drop Skull Knight right there, drop Trentar for the extra shield, and then just let the heroes take out the rest of the buildings. So all in all, pretty easy and pretty straightforward base. Not really too much to explain about the tactics there. It's just your basic sniping base. And now we just wait for the heroes. And there you have it. So 15 flames, successful guild wars, 2,739 points. As you can see, I had some people attack my base today. And guild wars only took me about 18 minutes to run start to finish. So pretty easy bases today. But thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Let me know what y'all want to see, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.